live from Upland, Indiana. It's Staircase to Nowhere. We are so glad to be here. We are 3 dudes in person, sitting across the room from each other where we can have eye contact.
This is weird.
And it's very unusual for us, but it's lovely. We're excited for this episode of our Ministry Culture podcast. Sorry we've been away for so long.
We've been releasing private episodes, though.
What?
Yeah.
Without me?
Yeah. Just myself.
Oh, just private episodes.
The fans have been mad. My mother said to me, "Where have you guys been? I want to listen to your show."
Okay, just let everybody know it's my fault. It's totally my fault.
I'll take some of it, too. May's pretty busy for
And
me.
you guys are the ones who didn't want to record on Mother's Day. I was available on Mother's
sorry
Day.
that I have a mother in my life.
I was going to say, David, I don't want you to be too hard on yourself because I definitely say it's Noah's fault. Why we're recording.
It's very clear whose fault it is.
Yeah. Mom. Hi, Mom. Like, where have you
Mom.
been? I'm like, well, Noah's had men's retreats. He's had traveling thing. Noah's been very busy.
I've been busy,
Well,
you guys.
That Nobel
doing-
Peace Prize, too. I mean, that's a whole
Yes, he's been getting many awards.
A great
That
award.
trophy of you is incredible.
Thank
Yes.
you. It was a major award.
Yes.
But no, yeah, no, not at all. But we're so glad that we're here and we
Yes.
made the time to be together. And what a gift to be here in Upland. We've had a really fun day. Just in case you don't know who we are, we got to introduce ourselves to tons of people
yeah,
today. So that was
yeah,
really
that was
fun.
Yeah, it was a good practice for you guys.
Yeah, I'm Noah. I do youth ministry and local outreach in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm Sam.
Wait. We should all shout out our area code or zip code.
Oh, okay.
It's the 30319.
Yeah.
You gotta do that
40215.
once.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know
that.
the next 4.
I don't
Does
know that.
anybody?
Nobody does. Just
Also, I do ministry in the 332.
yeah. 40215, Louisville, Kentucky. Sam, I do street and community outreach with homeless young adults in Louisville.
We call them unhoused.
We call them
Sam and I are the same person, but I have rich students and he has...
Oh my gosh, you guys are working with the same age, but they have very different lives.
just different sets of needs.
different
just different-
circumstances.
Some of the needs are similar, right?
Yes.
They don't know, especially the guys you met today, a lot of them don't know what they're doing tomorrow.
That's
Oh my
true.
gosh.
And
At
you,
least
like
they-
I, are combating a housing problem, apparently.
That's an inside joke because
That's
Taylor has record enrollment and they are squeezing boys into
Every
closets
closet, every
and basements and anywhere they can put a bed.
So
Well-
that's us. That's Noah. That's Sam. But we are going to take this entire episode to introduce our friend David. Right?
And it's what we like to call How Do You Do? How do you do? Wait, do we have
Oh, yeah, there's
we have the sound effect for this?
oh, I don't know if I can do it with the setup.
Oh,
You know,
Sure, yeah.
there's
Yeah.
been some.
very likely
There's been
excuse.
yeah. No,
But that song goes with this segment.
I'll see if
yeah.
I can do
Correct?
it in post.
We're
Yes.
doing
all right.
do it in pre-production.
We're adding it now. You should be hearing the oh.
Wait, that's a different song, right? Isn't that?
That's the one we do
No.
for How Do You Do?
No, Noah's right. Noah's right.
It is?
It's a sound effect button, but
We should just hit it even if we can't hear
no,
it.
because the outputs are. No, it's not gonna work.
Do it, Sam. Peer pressure.
It's like,
Hit the button.
dance, monkey, dance. It's like it's not gonna work. Pretend there is a fun song to introduce this episode.
How do you do?
So we've done a how do you do for me. We do a how do you do.
Well, I didn't have a job
You
until
didn't have a how do you?
we'll do it later.
So we did a how
It'll
do
be
you do-
next season. You'll get yours.
Yeah. But we've taken these episodes just to slow down and get the lowdown on
My-
what some-
Wow,
it's like-
slow down, get the
Don't
lowdown.
interrupt my flow. To hear more about the ins and outs because we do like a 15-second introduction about David, I'm a hall director person,
work at the Taylor
University, like
the Ohio State.
like the person.
OH.
But we're gonna take this episode to get more in the nitty gritty.
What does it mean to be a hall director?
Be a hall director. How does this affect you as a person? What do you need to unpack with us?
But first, before David gets to talk about his job, I think Sam and I should talk about what we observed today
Yeah.
in following David around Taylor and seeing his students interact with him, what we think David's job
And you
is.
should give context as to what today is.
Today's the day before graduation, which
Move out.
means it's move out day. He's closing this dorm. How many guys did you have in this dorm this year?
This semester 289.
289 guys have to get out, except for the ones who have special exemptions for this reason, that reason, this reason, that reason. And they've got to get rid of all this furniture, and it's going outside, and you got to clean everything. And he's got all these PAs that work for him that are his minions to get things cleaned. And shout out to all of them because they are apparently our biggest listeners of the show.
Which ones can you remember by name?
That is a horrible thing.
I know,
for you
that's
to
why I
do
did
to
it
us.
on air.
That is a horrible thing for you to do.
There are two
What about
Joshes.
Pat guy?
There's
There's
two
a
Joshes.
Josiah.
Yes, there's Jude with a leg tattoo.
Nice.
Easier. That's a easy thing to remember. Dude named Bloom.
Dude named Bloom.
Everything rhymes in my head.
Yeah, we got to see Taven today.
Got to see Taven today.
Yeah,
Got to see other Sam.
Oh yeah, we
That's-
could get the.
I have to remember that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to Jake Scott.
Jake Scott.
He was like starstruck. Like, we're just guys. We're mortals.
Yeah.
We sin. We need
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trying. Do we have any other names? There's a guy with wire rim glasses that looks like Logic, and I can't remember his
wire
name.
rim glasses that looks like Logic.
Okay, whatever.
This is embarrassing.
I can't remember his name. I just saw him. I was like, you look like Logic. But anyways, I think those are the guys. We were flooded with people today.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
our defense.
It was
Yeah.
such a fun day.
And
That's
I
better
feel
than I
bad if you're
expected
listening
for-
and you're
yeah.
like, you don't remember my name. I remember your face. And I had a really fun time. So-
It was so much fun. We recorded a whole walk around Taylor University randomness that we may never
It
release
probably won't.
because it's really random. But that's the day that we had. We just walked around campus with microphones on, and people are like, "What are you doing?"
Like, we're friends and we don't talk unless it's content. So
That's what it means to be men in 2025.
yeah. We can't just be friends. We have to be recording
Yeah.
something.
So what did you guys do today?
Well,
We walked all around. I got to see all the new buildings at Taylor, which was really fun. I got to
Yes.
see a bunch of people that I know, I haven't talked to in a long time. It was very nice catching up.
yes. I hadn't been here since it's been like 10 years or something. Like,
And it was
legit.
very brief when you were here.
Yeah, I was here for a very short stint. And Erica's here. She had never been here at all before. So we got like a grand tour of the campus and stuff, and it was really fun. But so are we trying to describe David's job from our
Yes,
lens?
that's what I want to
From what you
hear.
experienced today.
What does David do? How do
20
he do?
20 to 30% of David's job is going, hey, when he walks in a room and going, hey, what's up? How you doing? What's up? And then yapping with the staff or
Whoever
or
the
student
the
for a
young
while.
the youth.
yeah. Be like, hey, summer plans, what you got going on? And then talking and yapping and chatting. That's probably 20 to 30% of David's job description based on our case study today.
Yeah, there's like moments of like rallying in which I saw a business side come out of David. He's like, we're having a meeting. And they all gathered in his living room. And like there was like joke. And then it was like business.
Yeah.
He's like, we gotta get all this furniture out of here because we're getting new furniture. And if we all do it, we can do it faster and da-da-da.
Yeah.
And everyone was like zoned in, locked in. And he like clearly has like really good staff because they like, we're ready to work this week. They
Yeah.
really have been. And
Boys were locked in.
they were locked in and they were
They were
willing to do
grinding.
whenever.
Yeah.
I like the joke.
There was
Joke,
joke. A lot of that. We asked these guys, what is it like to work for David? And they said, we don't work for David. They said, it's like having an older brother who could get you in big trouble. But most of the time he messes around with you and wants you to like him.
Yeah. But then on the more squishy sentimental side, it's
Ooh.
obvious that a big part of David's job is investing in people.
It's
And
so clear
he
that he's
did-
doing it.
he did such a beautiful job. He had a closing meeting
A
with
hot dog party.
a hot dog party, which we could talk more about later. Sponsored by,
The roller things from the gas station, which he bought.
well, I was going to say you and me.
Yeah. Give
Anyway,
yourself credit.
But he like,
and Walnut
was-
Creek grocery store.
yeah, Walnut
Upland, Indiana. Come visit.
From Walnut Creek, Ohio.
I would say David was very intentional to like purchase goodbye gifts and celebration gifts that were like
Personalized to every student and his experience with them this
personalized.
year.
Yes.
It was so
Yeah.
thoughtful.
Yeah. So very
Goggles.
Perfect. Huge hit.
You have
Crowd
to explain what
pleaser.
you did.
There's a guy next year who's going to be collecting a lot of data for football. He'll be watching like 10 to 12 hours worth of football. So I got him a pair of like mirrored glasses so we can lay down and watch football.
And the second he opened these up, he just put them on and just like walked around the room and like
That's beautiful.
laid down. And
It was
he
a
did
gospel
not take
moment,
these glasses
honestly.
off.
You said gospel moment?
Goggle moment.
Oh, goggle moment. Yeah.
I said gospel. Kingdom work is happening in this building.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
the blind
clear.
will see.
Oh my.
Well, all right. Okay. So that was how would you rate our, that's like when you give a sermon and then somebody, it's like I preach a sermon, I'm like, what did you hear? And then you get the feedback. So that's how we heard your job today.
That's how we hear what you do.
That's how we hear what you do. How does that line
you
up?
wrangle group of crazies to wrangle bigger group of crazies.
Honestly, that's a very accurate description.
Hey,
right?
nice work.
It's like an exponential, right? Like if I manage these 12 will manage the 300. Right?
Wow, that's like Jesus.
Right?
That's good.
Jesus had 12.
He did.
Yeah.
So
And
maybe I
you
shouldn't
want to
have-
add to
I know,
16.
right?
That's incorrect. Jesus did not have 16.
Hit 72.
He also had women.
Oh no.
There's your missing link. This is your second year?
Yeah, this is my last day of my second year.
Wow.
This is your last day of your second year.
Technically,
Look, you're
I have a few
working tomorrow.
more-
You
This
know
is your
you are.
final. Like this is your final.
Yeah,
this
I
podcast.
hope I pass.
Yeah, they're
Um,
bringing you back next year. They've already asked you.
You know, I never signed a contract for this year.
just assumed.
Yeah.
How would you rate your second year 2
Yeah.
over year 1?
Like what you
experience?
learned.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd say a big one is so last year I was given a team. This year I picked my team, and there is a big difference when you can pick your team,
Totally.
right? Like the guys were great last year, but when you can hand pick the people you manage is very helpful.
Yeah,
Right. Like, so I picked people that I knew I could coach and teach. Right. And so
that's good.
what I looked for this year was like weaknesses that I can develop and can pour into. Right. Because I had, for this year, I had 32 people apply for 12 positions. And so,
You got to be picky.
yeah. And it's nice because it's like, there's no perfect PA.
No,
Right?
they're college students, full-time in school.
Yep.
They're living with their friends, and they also have to have some sort of
Like
leadership
supervisory
role.
or,
Yeah,
accountability.
it's a very
role.
kind of
Yeah.
awkward dual
yeah.
relationship. And they do
Yeah.
not get paid very much, and they're basically working full-time plus.
Yeah. And so I look for people who I have skills and resources that can help them, right? Like where my strengths go to their weakness. So in maybe in review, my absolute favorite thing about my job is the PA me relationship.
That's
right?
good.
The partnership that I have with those guys is everything to me in this job. Right? It's the most impactful thing for me. It's the most impactful thing on them. I just always love being able to get together with them and challenge them and encourage them and whatnot. So yeah, that's the biggest part about my job. My PAs, I would say, the work immediately around the PAs takes up 40% of my time. And if I could, I'd give it, 80% of my time. So maybe real quick, I'll give a quick summary of my job.
Yeah.
So it's the technical title is Resident Hall Director of Sammy Morris Hall. The weird thing about Taylor compared to other schools is you have to have a master's degree to be a hall director. So because of that, I'm considered faculty. So that's kind of
Congratulations, sir.
Yes.
Don't
That's an
sleep
important-
on David Neel.
Yeah.
So with that, I can I'm technically, what's my job description? Like a instructor.
Yeah.
So there's
Yes.
the tiers of professors. So I'm instructor.
Which is the lowest tier.
Yeah.
To be clear.
Yeah.
But it's a tier.
It's in the
But
tier.
I am on the pyramid.
I am on no tier system, my friend. David is. Yeah.
You're not staff, you're faculty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing is with that I can vote. I serve on different faculty
He
committees.
votes?
Mm-hmm.
What you get a vote on?
Who
Just
won?
no, like in
Like, what's for
general
Yeah, I
elections?
voted for president. Not a president.
Did you
of the
though?
school.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. So with that, and then I serve on a couple different committees. So this year I chaired a committee on hiring people.
Oh, they let you chair?
I sat in a chair. We hire. A big part of the job is hiring and training next year's team. So it's funny, like you're in the middle of it and you're already thinking of next year.
Yeah.
So we had 350 people apply for, I think, 180 positions or something like that.
Of the PA personnel assistant
for across campus.
In all of the residence halls.
And I chaired that committee.
Gotcha.
Nice. So these are the
Nice.
student leaders who lead their floors. They plan events. They care for students. They also have to enforce rules.
Yes.
And make sure things don't burn down.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
So that's the big part of it. And then, so, I'll have a weekly 2-hour meeting with my PA team. We have it in our house. Sometimes I do it at our house off campus to give some guys a break and, feel something different than just being on campus all the time.
Yeah.
And we'll do maybe something like fun, something developmental, something spiritually formative, and then business is kind of how it works.
That's great.
Yeah.
So a couple different elements to keep it interesting. And then I do weekly one-on-one meetings with all those guys. So that's the biggest chunk of my job. But then there's another substantial chunk of my job is like just meeting with random students.
Students in the hall, students across campus.
Across campus, right? So like this year I'm doing 3 different kids premarital counseling, right?
They're not kids if they're getting married.
It's true. It's kind of
Young adult, student.
Yeah.
Grown folk.
18 and over.
Yeah.
With mature bodies.
Oh,
and
yeah. That's a good way to describe that.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe it.
maybe
Yeah.
not mature minds, but
Yeah.
they're getting married.
We talk about prefrontal cortex development a lot in
not
this
there.
job.
That's such a strange way of saying a grown-up.
The funny way we've talked about this lately is on the hall director team, only 2 of us have fully developed prefrontal cortexes.
Oh, they're young
nice.
hall directors.
Uh-huh. And I'm one of the 2, which is crazy.
Wait, you?
Yeah, right?
Developmentally, this is it.
Right. Yeah, I'm done.
We've peaked.
I'm past it, man. My brain, all those synapses are connected.
All 3 of us now. We are now grown. We're
Yeah,
grown
just
men.
crossed that threshold. a little bit.
Congratulations.
How's it feel? Do you feel more? I will say legitimately, probably when I was like 26, 27, I was like, I felt it. I did feel different. Like I felt more emotionally stable.
Yeah, I was, all of a sudden I could write in cursive and do algebra.
I learned
It
how to
was
sprint up a
crazy.
wall.
Yeah, no, we're talking about you. We're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about my brain development.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, brain development honestly is a big part of my job.
yeah, that's
So,
true.
You work in student development.
yeah. So part of this, I take the title very seriously, student development. And so I come about it 2 different ways. So being a pastor by trade, I come into hall directing maybe different than other people, right?
Sure.
And so
that might have backgrounds in like
higher ed.
higher ed or counseling. Or
Right. So I
social
view it as a
work.
very sacred work, right? And so I call them all ministers of the gospel, right? And so we start with a commissioning service at the beginning of the year where I say, you're going to go and be the hands and feet of Christ doing Jesus' work on your floor.
That's
And
cool.
Yeah.
So I treat them more like I would pastors than PAs, right?
Yeah.
And so I come about it very much like that. And then also with that, student development, I'm very much in the realm of developing students. And so,
Mhm.
and I'm more of the like, come and see, go and do kind of person instead of just giving them data. So I had all of them lead a meeting, right?
Nice.
I had all of them lead different things. Like I 100%, I give them the reins for a lot of different stuff. And then we talk about it, practice, all that kind of stuff, all the right things to do.
Support them.
Right. All the things you're supposed to do. But like in J term, January, I never once led a meeting. Every week during J term, each group led the full 2-hour meeting.
Wow. Which one was the best, Brohos?
No, they split up. Yeah. And to me, I think that's like, if we're titled student development, it shouldn't just be me programming and me coming up with things.
Definitely.
It's equipping them.
They're better off at the end of this thing and have more skills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So I look at it like there are things I could have done quicker and more efficiently if I had done them myself.
Sure.
Right. Caitlin and I talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Because she has students that work for her. I'm like, I could have put on this is rude. I could have put on a very good event with no students' help. Right.
That's not the point.
That's not the point. right? And I have to remind myself that a
Yeah,
lot
that's big.
because I'm someone who doesn't like to ask for help. But I'm like, I'm in the business of not asking for help, but having others do.
Yeah.
And so it took a little bit of a change in mindset. Even like, with that, like the students will do things if they think they came up with it, right? Like
It's got to be their idea.
it's their idea.
Yeah.
And
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I want something done, it's honestly like the movie Inception, where I have to plant
Implanting it in a dream within a dream.
Yes, I have to plant ideas, right? Like, oh, here's something missing. Here's something we feel like. Here's an idea. Like, not like I can never give them the concrete one because they won't do it. But if they come up with the idea, so if I present, here's the problem, here's some dynamics, it'll steer them towards that, and then they'll own it.
You see their cogs turn and them start to come up with a solution. You're like, huh?
Yep,
that's a good one.
Yep.
Nice.
Which is great because again, it's just causing them to come up with ideas, right?
Yeah,
like,
problem solve. That's an important skill they're gonna need.
Yep. But then, like another big part of my job is, I come along students at probably what I would say is the best and worst moments in their lives.
Yeah, that's
right?
fair.
So I was just sharing that with you guys when you came in. I shared you a box that I have. So I had a student turn over a box of sharps to me of items that he did not feel like he should have in his room, right? And he trusted me enough to hand those over to me, right? And I've driven folks to various stress centers and mental facilities and things like that, and got to be with them and get them a Big Mac on their way to the hospital or whatever. And, normally if they're in the car with me, it's not the best day of their life. Could be the worst day of their life, but I get to be there with them. Guy just got engaged. He's so excited. Shares with me the awesome news that she said yes, right? And so it's the peaks and valleys of human emotions, and I get to be there with them, and it all starts with having that relational dynamic that you guys saw me working on today, right? Like when we were walking around, I would be goofy, start that like,
what's up?
Little conversations.
He would be goofy at times.
We kind of confirm.
We kind of test. There's some goofiness going around.
The goofiness was confirmed.
And I think my goal in the job is to be goofy enough to be relatable.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
The goofiness has a point.
Right? Can you believe that?
Yeah.
David knows what he's doing.
Because I think for me, there's a certain level of aloofness or
like distance of being a grown adult and a faculty.
Yes. And so for me, my goal is I same way I preach, right? I preach at like a 5th grade level. I present myself at a relatable level so that when the worst thing happens to them, they feel like they can trust me. Right. And so I'll say stupid TikTok jokes to them. I'll talk about, whatever. I'll make jokes, be silly. And it's intentional. One, because it's fun, right? Like I like having fun with them. But on the serious note is like, I want to have a relational collateral with them.
Yeah.
I want to be where they are and know what they know and be a safe harbor.
Yeah. The joke business formula is different than business joke.
Right.
Like, yeah. Like that, those things accomplish different things for sure.
Right. And I think I would say this from the beginning from my PAs is we work hard and we play hard, right? Like, so every PA meeting, we try to do something fun and then we also get work done. And like I said too, it's like you are ministers of the gospel, right? And so I have 3 pretty serious things. It's like, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to pray really hard and we're going to work really hard. And I'm pretty upfront about that. And I think that's very helpful in this work is they know what they're getting into.
Yeah. And they apply because they want to join.
Right.
They want to get that kind of investment and they want to try out the work.
Right. So like for me, my goal is to be very, very, very present on campus, right? So I will sit outside in the lobby every chapel just to be there in case anyone wants to talk. Every email, I have a link to my calendar. Anyone can meet with me.
That's cool. I like that.
To go through there.
That's very smart.
I meet with people all across campus for a variety of reasons. I've even taken a very like campus pastoral role, right? So like the premarital counseling I've done. I had some people wanting me to do an exorcism last year.
Oh yeah, we talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. There's a certain flexibility to where like my background and abilities have really found a good place here. And I think that's true with a lot of the other different hall directors too. It's like, for
Cool.
example, one guy's really into sports. And so he like refs some stuff, goes to a lot of intramurals, and it's just not my jam.
Yeah.
But it works for him because then he can
Community.
relate to, right. Another hall director started a men's volleyball club, right? And so, you know, there's freedom and flexibility to where we can disciple and develop people in the realms and in the level of expertise that we each have.
And isn't that beautiful? That's the church, right? That's how we're called to be. Like everyone gets to use their specific gifts, their specific strengths, but for this same end of seeing people discipled to come to faith in Christ and grow in Him. And so that's really cool that your work overlaps so much in that way that you're able to use those gifts for that kingdom end. And I hope other people listening, when they think about their work, would see how they get to use their gifts for those kingdom ends as well.
Yeah. So for me, I kind of have a goal for I don't have it maybe as fleshed out as I want. That might be my goal, but I have a trajectory I want for my specific team, right? Like I see where they are and I see where I want them to be. And so my goal is as a team to bind them together and then to challenge them towards that growth, right? And I hire people based off of the weakness and the potentials I see in them. And the goal is to help them to grow, right? So I don't want any of my PAs to look the same way they did when they started. And so in many ways, I think there's even some ways you could remarket this or repackage this of like, it's a highly relational, honestly, like rabbinical lifestyle, right? Like we've joked about that at the beginning of the year with my team. It's like,
because they all called you rabbi,
right? They did. They were like, because they talked about like being in the dust of the rabbi.
Reb David,
The crop dust.
Yeah.
oh,
The crop dusting rabbi.
Fart joke.
That's good. And so I think to me, it's just a 9-month-long leadership development practicum.
and you are all living in the same building,
right?
Yeah.
You're spending so much time together.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the trenches for people's hardest moments of their life. Are spending long hours, long nights, but also just so much fun and laughter and like retreats and trips you get to take with them and memories.
Yep. So honestly, like half the days I wake up, I'm like, I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this work.
Well, you're not getting paid very much.
Today's podcast does neither confirm nor deny the views of Taylor University.
No, what a gift, man. That like we did the Calling Career episode. We talked about all the jobs you did. You know, all the odd jobs you did and just this trying to find your lane and like the gifts that you have, like I can see thriving so much here.
Oh yeah.
And like it is such a gift for you to get to serve in this way, like so relationally and so just like lightheartedly.
Yep.
That you are like a boss like these guys will never have again in their life.
Hopefully not.
Because of just that kind of older brother aspect of like you just willing to like get down and dance with them sillier than they're willing to be, you know? And that's just like so unique. And yet you also have this pastor's heart of caring for their souls and wanting to see them grow in Christ. And so like, yeah, it's fun, but it's real.
Yeah.
You know, and like what a special place to get to do it than like a institution that's focused on student development in Christ.
Right. Well, and I think even like you would see this, like I just so firmly believe in the product like that Taylor offers.
Because it formed your wife.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just like you, me, like Caitlin, like I'm so thankful for
other cool people Sam and Erica like.
Yes. Also,
Erica today was like, I mean, I'm excited to see it. This is a place where like a lot of cool people we know came from
here.
Yeah. And so like to me, like, and I've said this before, like I actually really appreciate that I've worked at a lot of other places because it makes me appreciate Taylor warts and all. Right. I've seen the warts.
That's true.
Right. I've seen the issues and I choose to continue to work here. Right.
Yeah.
Like it's that like, yeah, there's things I don't love. There's things I disagree with, but I'd rather be on this side of it and want to help change things and want to help continue to believe in the product. Right. And even like to get on even more deep and serious levels, I've been thinking about like either a doctorate or a PhD. And-
Okay, David.
And the goal would be talking about like creating resilient disciples,
Oh, that's a Barna term.
right? That idea of like, so like in the military, there's the concept of resiliency training. Like, so why do some people experience PTSD and others don't? Right. And I think of like, why do I have friends who went to Taylor or other Christian schools who are still following Jesus? And why do I have friends who don't? Right. Like what creates a resilient disciple?
It's a cool question,
Right.
research question.
Right. And so I think for me, I want like that really hit me really hard. Right. Like even my friends at Asbury who aren't following Jesus anymore. Right. Like got an MDiv. I have friends with MDivs who are far from Jesus now. And so I want, like, I believe in this thing that we're doing, this program that we're doing, this lifestyle we have, but I want to help create lifelong followers of Jesus, right? Not a flash in the pan, right? Like,
of greatest 4 years of my life, I was close to God then, but man, I'm not sure now.
Right. And so that's where even for my PA team, like I spend a lot of time on spiritual disciplines and spiritual formation, helping create lifelong patterns of silence and solitude and fasting. Like spiritual disciplines are rock and roll.
Punk rock.
That's it. And so that's what's keeping me in the job, right? Like this idea of like, I want to continue to see generations of students who are continuing to say yes to Jesus. And when the storms of life come and when they're disappointed by the church, their foundation in Jesus is so strong that it can't be rocked.
I have a subjective question for you, I guess. Like, if you had somebody who is like graduating with their like undergrad and they were like, "Oh, I would love to do what you do one day." Like, what would you encourage? Would you encourage them to take like a similar path you did? And like, I would encourage you to go try some different jobs and then come back.
Yeah.
Like, would you encourage them to like stay in higher ed space? I don't know. And I know
That's a
everybody's
good question.
I know everybody's different. I don't know. Would be curious what you would.
I would say
counsel
I'm
people.
not the model hall director, right? So most hall directors would do like an undergrad in psych or something like that, or Christian men or something like that, then go on to get their master's of higher ed and go right into being a hall director. I'm actually a geriatric hall director.
He's so old. He's 30.
31. So the funny thing is, my whole experience was in the church, but hall directors are like the youth pastors of higher ed.
Because they're expendable. They don't
short
stay
lifespan.
long.
Yeah. So I think the lifespan is like 3 years or something like that.
Because you're living in the dorms. It's so taxing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, the pay.
Thank you.
I like how we're like equally being like Taylor produces an incredible product, but also like pay David Neel. like so this
guys,
it's just
tuition is enough. We know.
Just a wash. No, for sure. And what you're getting at, if I can soapbox for a second, like I know what you're saying, but I also hate viewing like youth pastor jobs or like I guess like hall director
even
jobs,
hall directing
as like people use language like stepping stone things or something. Like I remember when I was working in a church, people would ask like, well, one day when you're like doing real,
when will you be a real pastor?
When you do real. And obviously I was like younger, like what, like
you were 19.
That, yes. But also I felt very passionately then. I feel very passionately now. It's like, what do you like this? It doesn't get more real than doing ministry with people. Like say that like
whether they're 13 or 28.
Yeah, whether they're 13, 28 or 55 or whatever. Like, so anyway, just that soapbox that there can be in ministry this like, oh, there's like first tier ministry jobs and there's and like the top tier ministry are the ones with the platform. When it's like, no, what if God's calling like really talented, humble people to like go work with 19-year-olds who are like navigating like why not
their
have,
life?
like, you know what so anyways.
No, that's exactly. So that's incredible. So to me, youth ministry, hall director, it's a calling, right? It's a specific calling. Not everyone can be a youth pastor. Not everyone can be a hall director, right? And to me, just as much as in youth ministry as it is in hall directing, there's this misnomer. It's a stepping stone, right? You be a hall director, you serve your time.
You get your PhD so you can go be a real professor.
Right, so you can go do something real. So, for example, there's a position open at Taylor, and I intentionally decided I'm not going to apply for it, right? I'd rather be doing the work of being with the students, right?
Mhm.
And so, yeah, it doesn't pay much, and it doesn't do this, but I'd rather not get paid as much to be able to do this kind of work.
It's a special work.
It's a special work, and it's right now, I see myself doing this until they kick me out, right? Like, until like physically can't do the work. Like, I don't know if there's a caveat. You can't have kids in college and be a hall director, but like, I don't know, like, why not? Right? Like, I'm happy. I get 2 months off, right? I get every break that the kids get.
The kids.
Students.
I'm tired. I'm normally actually very good at doing that. I don't know why I'm failing at that tonight. But
we make you nervous.
Yeah, you're so handsome.
It's because we're in the same room.
It's true. And she's staring at me.
Oh, I know
His
that.
painting.
My oil paintings. But to me, it's a calling, right? And it's divine. It's sacred work that I get to do. And so to say it's a stepping stone is degrading the Lord's work.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Like, as your friend who's seen you in all the roles and seen you stressed out and seen you hating life.
Well, you saw me stressed today, but the stress today, I'd rather that than the stress.
Well, it ended with a hot dog party and burning names in chairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So stress that resulted in a lot of fun and just the camaraderie of doing a hard thing with brothers.
Yes.
Like, that's great.
Yes. And there's a different, like, what's the language of like flow state or like what, like there's stress I think you can find where you're like there's things at my job that I'm like, would be like, you can be like, yeah, this looks subjectively stressful, but like, this is what I love doing it. So it's fine. Like, and I mean, we saw that in you today. It's like,
It's a very busy season. You need extra
phone call
rest.
things coming, but it's like, I love this. So I'd rather have this stuff pouring in because I'm like, I feel like I'm wired for this.
Getting new furniture.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the best example is there's a 2-week spell in August where I work 237 hours.
It's crazy because you're welcoming in 309 new students into the dorm, trying to calm the parents' fears and make them feel confident in you, and help your PAs who are like trying to welcome all these new freshmen and create floor culture. And you want to learn everybody's name. And I'm sure you have departmental meetings and stuff. Like, you have so many tasks on you at the beginning of the year.
But I love it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the week of training with my team, so good. It's so good. And so, again, warts and all.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
No, it's so good to hear that, like, at the end of year 2, you're like, yes, let's keep going. Let's run it again, and let's get better and better and better.
Yeah, I'm already like dreaming up things I want to change or do different next year. So
you hear that, Taylor?
You're stuck with David Neel.
Yeah, first thing he's doing is changing your name.
Neel University.
Judah University.
Yeah. Or
Tyler. Just the word Tyler.
Yeah. 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 Cool. Well, we have first-hand experience. A day with David can confirm that his job is awesome and he's good at it.
Yeah. And can confirm just how formative the experience as a PA is.
Yeah, I was never a PA, Noah.
That's funny.
You had more experience than I ever had.
Time out. Define those things.
So PA, the personnel assistant, the people who work for David.
Cool.
I did that job 2 years in college, my sophomore and junior year, in this dorm that we are sitting in right now, Samuel Morse Hall.
Beautiful.
With my hall director, Tyler Witzik, who was here, I think, 6 years. 7 years in the
to
hall.
beat him.
That's great. You need to
Tyler University. I'm coming for you
to beat that record. But 7 years in the hall, like that's
I
a
heard
lot.
someone say Sammy Morris years are like dog years.
The dog years.
It's like 7 to 1.
That's funny. But yeah, so like such a formative time when I think about like my like ministry now and like the relationality that I seek to have and like developing people and building relationships and caring for people's whole person and mental health and soul care and all of it, even things about race and culture that I care about, were all instilled through this time as And just like what a formative moment in life that I feel like I got like the best pastoral care training ever. Because if you can learn how to influence and care for 70 men that you live every single day with, like you're having to live your life under a microscope because you're saying I'm a leader and I'm abiding by this standard and I'm going to call you to abide by this standard, but you see me all the time.
Yeah.
And you see me in my underwear. And like I have to choose how to confront hard things to my friends. Like what a formative experience. And like my relationship with Tyler, my hall director, was so special and so unique, and just like going through hard things and the ways that he challenged me intellectually and challenged just assumptions I'd never considered before and like walked with me.
It's good.
So I'm thankful for who Tyler is in my life, and I'm sure he won't listen to this. And how special you get to do that for all these guys, generations of guys in the same amazing hall that smells the same as it did.
Right when I walked in my first day, it was like it hits
part
of my nose,
the memory thing of like, oh yeah, that's what this building smells like. I couldn't name it, I couldn't describe it, but the second I walk into the stairwell, specifically the stairs, I go, yep.
It's not like you don't think like it's because it's a men's dorm. You think like armpit BO. It's not that.
It's not that.
It's not stinky.
Yeah.
Objective.
It's not a stink. It's just
third party.
And this should be the stinkiest time.
Should be the stinkiest.
But it's not.
It's like an old house smell.
Yeah.
Like
I'm guessing once we rip out those carpets, it's gonna change.
Oh no! Don't change it. We'll get all our smells in right now.
Yeah. This room smells nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
David, thank you for hosting us in your office. Yes. He has made this, guys, the most David Neel office you can imagine.
The office.
It has both Legos and a stuffed waterfowl, both 5 copies of the Message Bible, and oil paintings from antique stores in Indiana.
Of portrait oil paintings that have no ties to David other than that they're oil paintings.
It's paintings of what David and Caitlin will look like in the future if they were painted in the 1800s.
I hope.
Oil painting portraits of people that are not significant.
That sounds awesome.
I'm sure they were significant, but like
to some people, enough to paint them.
Yeah, but just not to David. So thank you for teaching us how you do what you do, sir.
How do I do?
How do you do?
By the Lord's grace.
There it is.
That's how you do.
That's how you do.
Well, thanks for making my day easier. Honestly, shout out to you guys.
We had so much fun today.
Planned the what do we call
the hot dog party?
Was that it? Just a hot dog party? Okay.
It was your end of the year.
Planning is generous.
Well, we went to the grocery store for you.
I forgot to mention we had car chases.
Oh my gosh. He turned on the TV. He was like, what's the most random thing we could watch? And he found recorded car chases from November of 2024 in Los Angeles County.
It was great.
It was so weird.
We had that going. We had
filled the time perfectly.
Mo Bamba or something like that.
There was loud music, like so loud.
Everybody introduced themselves. These guys that have
known each other all year long and gone through so much
storms for a year. It was like, all right, let's go around and really introduce ourselves.
Now you should know each other.
That was sweet. So yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Keep it up.
Well, not really.
See you this time next year.
Off of work now.
Hey, because he's going to have a baby, you guys.
Send in your name suggestions.
Are you going to tell them?
No.
All right. Send in both male and female name suggestions. We'll filter out one or the other.
Yeah.
staircasepod@gmail.com. We're going to get back on track with our recording schedule if I can get my schedule in line. So thank you for putting up with us.
Just in time for baby Neel. So
yeah, honestly.
Yeah. All right. This is us signing off.
Staircase.
Make good choices.